Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames. If you're new, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and join the family. So guys, in this video, we're gonna talk about Big Crybaby, Mr. Drake, Mr. Champagne Papi. He ain't pappying not a thing, honey, because Drake is out here crying foul play. He's like, you know what? This shady song that Kendrick Lamar did, Not Like Us, it did not do so well. It's not so significant. I feel as though Kendrick Lamar paid Spotify and radio station to boost the heck out of the song, and they are faking the numbers. It's not real. Ain't no way people really like the song this much. This is literally Drake's cry at this time, and as such he's suing UMGs like, how dare you allow this to go on, and he's going after everyone. Also guys, if you remember, it was just a couple weeks ago that Drake was at a basketball game and he was attacking D Rosad, telling that man to get out of here, you kitty cat, because D Rosad is from Compton just like Kendrick Lamar, and he showed up for the video shoot. So Drake is hella butthurt. Now, for quite some time, the internet has been saying Drake is in his female energy. And that is because Drake has been literally going off on everyone. He has been taking major jabs at Rihanna. If you guys remember, when Rihanna pregnancy was announced, he was taking jabs at that woman. Even before that, he was just doing songs, calling her out. He has been picking on Ye, but it seems as though Drake thought that Kendrick Lamar was gonna let it slide. Maybe thought that he was the male Beyonce. He was the king of the industry. But Kendrick Lamar was sure to remind him that he's definitely not. And as such, he could not handle the rap battle beef. Yes, all this is coming from a rap battle beef. And this is how you know that some people, they really make the industry look bad, because normally there's a rap battle beef and the victorious artist, continues to go on and get all the praises and the love. Well, Kendrick Lamar has been getting the praises and love because, he's still headlined Super Bowl 2025, and he has been getting a lot of kudos. He has since also released a new song, and the internet is really bopping to it. The people are loving the message from his new content. So it seems as though Drake is not enjoying Kendrick Lamar's success. And when Drake was having his moment, no one bothered him. No one sued him or anything like that. But here comes Drake, cannot allow Kendrick to have his moment. So he's basically accusing streaming platforms of faking the numbers for Not Like Us. And as you guys know, Not Like Us was also nominated quite a few times for a Grammy. So you know who is definitely butthurt. No, we're going to dive into some reports to add some context, and then we may go into that lawsuit maybe later on or tomorrow, because I can see the lawsuits, but it's just that sometimes to go through those lawsuits, it's a lot of work. 4 hours, 2 hours, like you have to really look into them and see, okay, this is what I can do and narrow it down. So I may do that and just cut it short, cute, and sweet. But let's get into these reports so that you guys can have some more information for your reference. You can have some more foundation, to talk about it. And when people are talking BS, you can say, no, what you're saying is not true. Here's some facts. And you can just drop it on them just like that. Drop it like it, just like that. Anyway, no. According to reports, Drake seems to think there's some shadiness behind Kendrick Lamar's monster hit, Not Like Us, and he's filed a lawsuit to investigate how it got so big. Of course, Not Like Us is a song that effectively ended Kendrick and Drake beef because its popularity buried Drake. But now he's alleging Universal Music Group used bots and Payola scheme to pump up the song. Drake, you need to tell us what else they've used bots and Payola to do, because the mere fact that that this is a thing and it really helps artist career, Like, how many times have you done this, Drake? You need to talk. Tell us. It's okay. You can tell us. No, the report further states, according to docs obtained by TMZ Hip Hop, Drake says an inside source told him UMG made covert payments to multiple platforms, including radio stations, to play and promote the hell out of Not Like Us legally. That's known as Payola, and it's prohibited by the FCC. No, Drake, I don't think anyone had to do that. And if UMG did, they would be just really stupid to do so because the song was just a bop. And the music video was even more resonating to the people. Like, who did not get the message in the song when they saw that video? And that hopscotch that Kendrick Lamar did, it was very echoing. So I don't know what he's talking about, but the man is butthurt clearly. But let's continue, right? They're saying that Drake points out UMG has paid settlements in the past for this kind of thing, like in 2006, when the label paid $12 million to New York Attorney General's office for a pay-for-play scheme. In the docs, he also claims a whistleblower has accused UMG management of spending thousands in May 2024 on bots in order to get the song to 30 million streams on Spotify. And it also paid social media influencers to promote the song. He alleges the label dropped all copyright restrictions so the influencers could repeatedly post the song, helping it spread like wildfire. No, pause on that one. That one I can tell you, it's a lie. Because I remember specifically what had happened, okay? I'm going to tell you guys what had happened on that. Because when it happened, I was literally one of the first people to talk about it and to explain why Kendrick did what he did. When Kendrick released Not Like Us, right? Many people were long doing reaction videos to, the rap battle beef. They would use snippets and clips of the songs. But many content creators on YouTube were getting a lot of views, but they noticed that like after a few days or a few hours, their videos would get demonetized and their potential earnings were affected greatly. And there were people who left YouTube and went over TikTok because, with TikTok, the message do spread. And they were like, oh my God, look at my video. I have 300,000 views and the copyright and I'm not going to get my money, yada, yada, yada. And, Kendrick was like, oh my God. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you guys get your money. So they removed the copyright. It was there. It was there at first, but it is because creators were, feeling it because, I think Kendrick understands the small man, knowing that he was a small man himself. So he understands the fisherman's game. You work hard to catch some fish and, you have a good catch and you're about to lose it. So he removed the copyright to help people. I'm not saying that he didn't have an ulterior motive, but not as though they are laying it out in this case. But when you're malicious and when you're butt hurt and when you're defeated, you're going to throw everything in your defense and you're going to paint the next person to look like the bad guy. But that's what they're saying is not what had happened. He did it to truly help creators, and one of those creators was myself, okay? And I appreciated that. And I only did one video on Not Like Us and using the sample, just one video. The video didn't blow up, but I got my money thanks to Kendrick. I got my money, okay? Now they're saying Drake has some huge illegal goals here. He says he's filing this suit just to get a full understanding of how UMG funneled payments to iHeart Radio and its network of stations. Once he has that info, according to the docs, he is gearing up to file a civil fraud and racketeering case against UMG and co-conspirators. No. Pause a bit. There's something else going on with UMG behind the scenes that is not quite public as yet. I've been reading into it and I've been catching onto it. It seems as though something is going on with UMG that is connected to Sean Diddy Combs, because if you guys remember, when Little Rod had filed that lawsuit, he named UMG. He said that UMG has been supporting and funding Sean Diddy Combs, strong rings of crimes, and Sean Diddy Combs does, runs with Mexican cartels. So it gives the sense that Little Rod was saying, look at here, Sean Diddy Combs smuggles with the Mexican cartels on the behalf of Lucian Grange, UMG, and they pay Diddy through, the music industry. Because if you look into everything that is going on, what Sloan has shared, for example, Sean John is not about clothing. Sean John is about trafficking, allegedly, and transporting stuff, pink powder, white powder, and metal pew-pews. So you guys can read between the lines. After the lawsuit and the allegations that Little Rod levied against Lucian Grange and UMG, it triggered an investigation. And I believe that because an investigation has been triggered, Lucian Grange is having behind the scenes war with someone, and that person is like, if I'm going down, you're going down. And it seems as though they are orchestrating attacks against UMG to show UMG, listen, I can take you down within the wink of an eye. And I had that suspicion for the past couple of months, right? And then Miss Anne came out. She came out from the bushes because Miss Anne has been, lurking in the bushes with the elitists, the Illuminati, the group of people that have been attacking Ye consistently with those lawsuits that you think are actual lawsuits that are coming from genuine source. No, it's a group of people basically looking for anyone that had any past connection or affiliation with Ye to sue Ye, okay? So they found Miss Anne, and they look for people who they know have a problem. So these people have a drug problem, have a problem of struggling to revive their career. They look for you, they identify your weakness, and they make you that promise that they can fulfill that weakness, to get you to that point that you want to be. So they got Miss Anne, and the lawsuit that Anne filed over the weekend against Ye, if you notice, it has UMG in it. And now, today, we have another lawsuit including UMG. There is a major war going on in the industry, but it's just that the bulk of it is not known to us because there's so much at stake. There's branding, there's money, there's, so much people to protect. So they're just triggering these little fragments to the forefront to show people that I have the power to take you down. So it seems as though they're threatening UMG. It seems as though UMG had told someone, if I'm going down, y'all are going down. And they're like, okay, since you think you're such badass, I'm going to just give you a taste of what we can literally do to you to end you overnight. Something is going on. Keep your eyes peeled on what happens to UMG in the next coming year. Remember, mark the date. Now, let's continue. So the last thing we said is, Drake is gearing up because he's saying that he wants the documents because he's gearing up to file a civil fraud and racketeering case against UMG and co-conspirators. And if Drake does this, it may show something else, not necessarily Kendrick Lamar, because I do believe that Not Like Us definitely earned its success. If you look at every, show that Kendrick Lamar performed that song at, it wasn't a single play. It has to be played on repeat. And everyone, even Drake fans were supporting it. So as such, you can say there's enough evidence to say that the song did well on its own. But let's see what happens to UMG. Now, the report further states, remember, Not Like Us famously include a lyric where Kendrick calls Drake a certified pedophile, and Drake says he already has grounds to sue UMG for defamation, among other things. It's also worth noting UMG also distributes Drake's music, but that's clearly not stopping him from going to war again. No, that's the end of that lawsuit there. And as I've said, something more is going on. And I believe what is going on, the war that is going on in the industry, it's a private war. It's a struggle of power, struggle to keep, out of jail. And I believe we're going to see other people being pulled into this. Things are just going to come from various places, but it's going to eventually connect. We're going to see little fires, being set in the industry, but pay attention to every little smoke that you see, because all these little smokes are going to connect in the end. It's going to seem like, no, far-fetched. No, couldn't be. You're going to think about it and wonder, like, could this be? And you may say, no, could not. But eventually it's going to connect and it will make sense. But I believe that, someone is putting Drake in the position to file a lawsuit here. I don't think that it is just about Not Like Us doing so well. I definitely understand that Drake is sensitive. He can dish it, but he can't take it. He has been bullying a lot of artists in the industry. And I think that Kendrick Lamar definitely eatered him, so he's still hurt by that. But I honestly don't believe that this lawsuit is what we're being told. I believe that the lawsuit is a lot more than that. I believe that, eventually we may get all the information about Drake's true intentions. But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what are your thoughts. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share if you care, stay safe, and see you guys later. Bye guys.